After a windy night last night, we're taking a live look out at Mount Shasta, where it's about to look a bit different over the next few days. Thanks for joining us for Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Samantha Cadera.
And I'm Oscar Rodriguez. So let's go ahead and turn it over to Storm Alert Weather 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress. Sarah, it's looking pretty quiet right now, but can the weather be picking up, especially right before Christmas?
Definitely. Christmas is going to look much different compared to what we're seeing for our Christmas Eve. Something that'll be a little bit similar, though, is going to be those gusty winds. So looking right now out at radar, we're starting to see that rain pushed its way a bit closer into the region. Now notice that it is rather quiet currently, maybe a few light showers into the Mount Shasta area, but in general, it is going to become quite active as we switch into the overnight hours. We're tracking an area of low pressure that is going to strengthen as it heads throughout our night, and it is going to push along the region. That's going to cause those gusty winds and drive our weather through the next few days. Now for tonight into your Christmas day, expect more strong southerly winds to pick up mainly into tomorrow morning. We will also see snow levels lower a bit more for some hazardous past travel above 4,500 feet into your Christmas day. Around the rest of the region, we can expect to see mostly cloudy to overcast skies with showery conditions continuing into lower elevations. So for tonight, it is going to be rather chilly. Temperatures into the 30s for most of us. We'll see 40s along the coast. It is going to be a bit heavy when it comes to rainfall into the Mount Shasta area. That is also going to cause some travel impacts because heavy rain can also cause visibility issues along with wind. And of course, we'll be keeping a close eye on those roads with some lowering snow levels. I do want to talk a bit about the wind because we did expect to see some more wind overnight last night, but the track of that system did push a little bit eastward, so that did cause more of those winds to just stay into higher terrain areas. But tomorrow, we can expect it to be rather gusty through your morning, even into our west side valleys. We should see some improvements as we switch into the afternoon, but it will remain a bit windy for areas east side along the coast and into the Shasta Valley, and especially for higher terrain. Now, in terms of those temperatures tomorrow, it is going to be a little bit cooler, and it is going to stay damp throughout your day. Activity picks up again as you switch into your Friday night. We have multiple wind alerts out across the region when it comes to wind advisories. That is going to be lasting until the afternoon for most places. We also do have a high wind warning in place for areas along the coast and into the Shasta Valley as well. So clearly we have lots to cover when it comes to your holiday travel and weather. So I'll let you know what you can expect around the region when it comes to precipitation in your next forecast.
And with cold temperatures approaching, Mint will be activating a warming shelter this weekend. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday nights, doors will be open from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. And it's for anyone in need of a safe and warm basic sleep. Mint says they will have 49 beds available at their primary location on Redwood Highway. If that shelter reaches capacity, some guests could be transported to Newman United Methodist Church, where there's an additional 26 beds.
New at 6 tonight, Senator Ron Wyden and several Democratic colleagues are asking the Trump administration to pause new national park fees for non-residents set to take effect next year. The senators say the new fee structure announced by the Department of the Interior would raise the cost of an annual pass for non-residents to $250 and add a $100 entry fee at 11 highly visited parks, Crater Lake not included, and they argue the changes were rolled out too quickly, without enough public notice, and could slow entry at parks already facing staffing shortages. The lawmakers are asking the administration to delay the fees while impacts are reviewed.
And with Christmas in full swing, emergency responders from across the Rogue Valley are bringing extra support to local families in need. Medford Police nominated 8 families that may be experiencing hardships. Those families were given gifts as well as gift cards to meet essential needs. And talent, police, firefighters, EMS, and local schools all pitched in to bring food and gifts to 13 families this week. And the holidays are all about the spirit of giving, and the one annual food and fun drive has provided nearly 1.4 million meals to local families.
Newswatch 12's Daryl Green joins us live from Greystone Court, where donations are being collected until 9 tonight. Daryl, tell us about the impact of this food and fun drive.
Yeah, Samantha and Oscar, I'm still here at Greystone Court for their 25th annual Holiday Food and Fun Drive. Joined alongside me, I have Access Food Programs Director Dana Daniels, and we're going to spread some holiday cheer. You see, I have candy canes in my hand, so now we're going to turn around, and whatever lucky car stops first, we're going to pass out some candy canes. So just be patient with us here, and we're going to spread some holiday cheer. We have one contestant coming up. Actually, we could just walk alongside here. Candy canes, candy canes, candy canes. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Here you go. We have more. Thank you. Thank you. And as you see, we're spreading the holiday cheer. This is the most Christmas joy that I'm in, and I just passed out a few candy canes. So you've been doing this for the past few days. How does it feel to do this for the community?
Oh my gosh, this is by far my favorite event of every year. I love just seeing the community come together for one another. We're just incredibly grateful for all of the donations. We've seen a rise in food demand this year, and so with all of the donations and our sponsors such as Evergreen Federal Bank and Greystone Court and all their beautiful decorations, we're just definitely feeling the love this year. So thank you to the community.
Well, there you have it from us. You see candy canes, lights, fun, everything you can imagine right here at Greystone Court. Reporting in Medford, I'm Daryl Green.
Thank you, Daryl. Make sure to bring some candy canes over here at the station too. With this Christmas Eve, a Medford church is continuing a tradition of giving back. I went to the First United Methodist Church to see how this annual community lunch is bringing comfort and hope during the holidays. Here at First United Methodist Church, where volunteers have gathered to serve over 120 community members for their annual Christmas Eve community lunch.
Food was delicious, very impressive.
The food is great, it always is.
This is following a Thanksgiving meal the church did that served 120 guests. Community members lined up to be served ham, cheesy potatoes, green beans, fruit salad, and dinner rolls, plus some dessert as well. The United Methodist Church in Medford has served the community food on Christmas Eve for at least 12 years. For James Actor, this is the first time him and his wife have come to enjoy the community meal for Christmas Eve.
It's places like this that, whether you're homeless or not, they offer a good warm meal.
James said these type of meals are what the homeless community look forward to.
People say it's the religion. No, it's the kindness of somebody's heart. It's wonderful. If it was to stop, the homeless people would not have something to look forward to.
Linda Wickstrom, who ran the community lunch and is in charge of the church's food pantry, says she's happy to provide the community with a home-cooked meal during the holidays.
A home-cooked meal is hope. And for just a few minutes, this is how it used to be. And maybe I can do something better for myself.
Right now, Santa is making his way across the world to deliver presents, and we've been tracking his progress since he left the North Pole. And Sarah, what is the latest?
Well, the latest right now, he's been pretty busy. And how many presents do you think he's delivered so far?
Oh, I don't know. So apparently he left, and he started quite a while ago.
Yes.
So I'm going to say 2 billion.
A little bit more than that, actually close to about 5 billion. So let's go ahead and take a look where Santa's sitting at right now. Now he is finally making his way over into North America. He was last seen in Nuuk, Greenland, and he has delivered over 5 billion gifts so far. He is going to be making his way over into North America soon, into America as well. So with that being said, Santa's going to have a little bit of a tricky travel tonight when he makes his way over into Southern Oregon and Northern California. Those reindeer are going to have to make sure they're strapped in tight because we're expecting some gusty winds and some more rain. We're going to continue to track Santa throughout our shows tonight, so you can check our next update at 11.
You got to make sure you leave Santa his milk and cookies, right?
I mean, of course. And make sure to tune in for Newswatch 12 at 11. We'll go in a little bit more in depth.
Nice. Well, in Jacksonville, a disabled Air Force veteran is reviving a centuries-old craft, the Forever Candles, but with his own invention.
Newswatch 12's Grace Ritz visited his storefront to learn more about the artwork just in time for the season of giving.
California Street in Jacksonville is one of the busiest streets in Southern Oregon, and many people who drive by or walk past on the sidewalk don't even realize what this amazing storefront has in store. I had a chance to step inside and speak with Jeff, who's been helping create Forever Candles, but with his own twist.
After years of working for the United States Air Force and NATO, Jeff Costa became fully disabled.
I was around, chemicals made me sick. They put me out of the military. I got sicker and they gave me 100% disability. Got depressed. I was home.
And that's when he stumbled upon Forever Candles, a piece of artwork that has been around for centuries.
I ran into one of these candles at a friend of mine's house and I said, hey, I remember these candles. I wonder if I could do them.
Made from hard wax and carefully carved into detailed designs, the candles were rarely burned. Buyers didn't want to melt the artwork. And as a result, the craft slowly faded, with only 12 candle carvers left in the United States. After finding all the materials, Jeff got to work mastering the craft.
Bought everything I needed, tons of wax, put it in my garage over on the east side of Medford, and for 3 months I destroyed hundreds of dollars worth of wax. I'd come home, my wife would come home and I'd go, and she'd go, not yet.
To bring the craft back to life, Jeff used his engineering skills from the Navy to create a better design, one that allowed people to actually use the candles.
I installed a plastic cup that sits down inside the candle. And this wick, we replaced the wick from a cotton wick to a fiber optic wick. So this never burns either. It just transfers oil to the top, you put it in there, and now the candle never burns, never melts.
Now Jeff spends his time at his brick and mortar in Jacksonville, hand carving dozens of candles a day with all different colors and designs. Reporting in Jacksonville, I'm Grace Ritz.
And Jacksonville's holiday charm is getting national attention this holiday season, but some say they've been left out of the spotlight. The town is ranked among the most Hallmark-ready towns in America for its Victorian charm and festive downtown. With trolleys and festival lights all over, crowds are easily drawn from across the country. But just steps away from the postcard-perfect California street, some local business owners say the holiday cheer isn't reaching them, and this season has been harder than ever.
It's tough to keep your doors open when your receipts are less than your daily rent. And then add on, I can't believe how much it costs now just to heat this little building and turn the lights on.
Beyond California street to hear why some shops say the holiday bloom is leaving them behind. And this time of year isn't just for the holidays. It's also when hatchery-raised coho salmon are released into California's coastal waters. California Department of Fish and Wildlife just released about 120 adult salmon in Marin County, a part of an ongoing effort to recover endangered salmon. We've told you about the salmon returning to waters where they haven't been seen in decades, but the CDFW says the return isn't just because of last year's historic dam removals.
That has a lot to do with the weather that we had last winter. A lot of things went right at the exact right time for those fish. We're expecting, or at least we're hoping, that this winter will have similar results.
CDFW is continuing their recovery efforts by raising salmon in hatcheries, releasing them into local watersheds, and maintaining their natural habitats.